Alright, so let's start building your first header for your website. It's very simple and easy to customize. The header is the top part of your website where people will see your logo, your navigation, contact information if you want to add another elements. By default, the header will be global for all the pages unless you assign an alternative one, and I'll show you how simple it is to do that later on. If you want to hide your header for a specific page, you can simply click on the Hide button. That will hide it only for that page. And again, you can click on Show to show it again. This is how simple it is. Alright, so how do you edit your header? In this case, we have a logo here. So if you click on the actual gear icon, you'll see that you can select an image or you have a text logo, like in this case. So you can modify it, add your logo. If you don't have, just you can type in your business name, for example. On the right side, we have some contact information. So we have a logo and a text widget. If you want to add more content, you can just click on the plus icon. You have plus icon for the left, middle, and the right side. So that will allow you to add different widgets to the design. And let's say that you want to add a button. And just like that, you've added a button, which you can obviously restyle, delete if you don't want. And with the actual handle here, you can make margins on the side. Or if you want to adjust the position, you can drag and drop, and you can adjust the margin from that side. So you can play around and create different types of designs really easy for whatever header you're trying to create. In this case, we have two rows. One row for this information and one for the navigation, like I said. And each row can have its own settings. Like in this case, you can completely modify how it looks, this section. And if you want, you can add the top one as well. So if you click on the big plus icon, you add a new row. And there you can, let's say, add something like a background, add a text widget with some kind of information. And on the other side, you can actually add something like social media, for example. So this is how simple it is to edit your header and make it look the way you want. For the navigation, which is one of the most important parts of your header, you can click on Edit menu. And there you see the different menu items that we currently have. If you want to add a new one, you can click on Add Menu Item. And from here, you have to select an already created page from your website. If you want to add a new page that is not yet created, you have to create a new one from Pages, Add New. Then it will show in the list of pages that you can add to your header. You can obviously link to a funnel, to an external link, anchor point, a file, a pop-up, an email, or a phone as well. So you can play around and add different things to your main navigation. If you want to add a submenu, in this case we only have main navigations, but if you want to add a submenu to your navigation, all you have to do is click and drag to the right, and you will see that this will show, meaning that that item will be a submenu now for the home. And if you want to take it out, just drag to the left. And just like that, you can add submenu and even add different things such as mega menu. I'll have that in a different video explaining more. You can change the name of the element, and yeah, you can create an amazing navigation and headers. Alright, so what are the settings you have for the header? If you click on the big gear icon, you'll see the main header settings. Here you can change the layout of your header. So let me show you the basic layout that you have. You have on top normal size, which is using the same guidelines and the same width of your page, but it's from the side to the side. If you click on the full width, it will actually go to the sides of your website as well. So this is for, depending on what type of design you're trying to create. Then you have a compact one that we had with the beginning, and then you have vertical left and vertical right. You can have the site navigation with the different elements. Obviously in this case we have white text from the previous design, so you can have to edit the colors, restyle it the way you want to fit your design needs. So yeah, you can create all these amazing designs very easily, and depending on what type of website you're trying to create. Alright, so what else you can do with the header navigation? You can add a button on bottom for this site. Let's just remove it for now. You can place the content on top of the header on top of the content, just like this. So in this case, it doesn't look very good, but it has case uses. For example, if you want to have a really big background and you want to have the logo and navigation on top of the content without any background. So let me show you a use case for the current design that we have for the header. Just like that, we can place it on top of the content and make sure that if you're doing such design, that it's not covering the important part such as texts, call to actions, so only going on top of your background like this. So this is a nice look in my opinion. So yeah, depending on what you're trying to achieve, of course. Other things that you can do is you can apply a fixed header when you're scrolling, and when you click on this setting and you start scrolling your page, you actually see the header being added to your design, and you can now start editing this new header that you have. So you can change, let me just show you. Let's change the logo, so we have different types of header, and you scroll up, you have the original one, but when you scroll down, you have the new, more compact design. So this way you can create a completely different header for when people are scrolling down. And if you don't want to see it anymore for when you're building your pages, because it takes some real estate, you can just click on the collapse, and that will not show it unless you click on expand option to preview and edit the header again. So this is how simple it is to edit your header, to create different layouts, to create a fixed header showing when you scroll down, and yeah, you can do and create amazing designs. So let me show you how simple it is to actually create, to not only create but assign an alternative header. So if you have this design but you want to inner pages to have it just normal, to be not on top of the content, be like this, and maybe even have a completely different design, it's very simple and easy. You just go to the pages, and for whatever page you want to assign this new header, you can click on the dots, show settings, and you have this option here, use the alternative header for this page. So if you click on it, you create an alternative header assigned to this new page, and just like a normal header, you can edit it and create any type of design for it, and it will be only used for the pages that you assign it on. So this is about the headers. It's very straightforward and easy, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate and let us know.